Morning, guys. It's Saturday, August 22nd, and we are over halfway through the season now. And show you guys something a little different this morning. I'm going to take a look at the sunflowers that we planted at the beginning of the season and how they're doing. Just look at the bees on these things, man. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Amazing, these sunflowers that we got. Probably going to have to give them a little bit of water. And they are doing good though. I think I'm just going to take the hose and do like a deep watering on them because this one's starting to curl over. We're over on the other side of the fence where the beehive is and where the garden waste goes. So I think we'll just start here and then maybe do a second part as to how things are going. Sunflowers are just gorgeous. What's interesting is that they will pretty much all get eaten up by the birds, the squirrels, or the deer that come through. They'll knock them down. They'll eat all the stuff off of them. Look at that. See if I can get a zoom in on there. If I'm quiet enough, you can hear the hive. Try not to get stung today. Look at that, it's so cool. I need to fill their water too, so. Look at that. Oh, the gimbal, sorry. Yeah, so today I'm filming on my Osmo 2. I haven't busted this thing out since last year, so I'm going to take a look at see how this thing works out. I know some people were talking about how the camera wasn't steady enough, but and you're getting a lot of wind and jiggling, so I'll try this one. Sorry, I got to walk back around the other way. Take a look at some of the other gardens. Maybe that's what we'll do today is take a tour of some of the other gardens that we have. Talk about what these people are doing. This guy here, it's his first year here. He planted a lot of stuff. He started off doing like some notorious weeding. He was just all about it every night up here, drinking some beers and doing weeding and stuff for his vegetables and stuff, but kind of gave up on that, got the best of them, which is why I always say take the route of throwing the leaves down or the grass clippings and stuff. Makes a world of difference. Look at that. I don't even have to weed anymore. My garden looks like it's a mess though. I gotta start pinning some stuff up and do some watering, but this guy came beginning of the season, put some tomatoes in, staked them all up and all that stuff, never came back. He was done. This lady here, I think this is her second year. She has 2 plots just like we do, pretty much adjacent, and she's doing a lot of tomatoes, did a lot of zucchini, took the grass approach because we talked to her, and she's been doing okay, doing pretty good. Her tomatoes look really well, not a lot of blight on them at all, unlike ours. So gotta give her A for effort. Another one, somebody came and just gave up 2 plots there. Then we got Bill's garden. Bill's garden always looks awesome. He got a little bit of, when he went away for a while, he got a little bit of that wilt and damaged most of his cucumbers, just like ours got damaged. He's still got some the squash going. He's pulled a lot out of here, but I know he's pickled a ton of peppers, and his beans were just insanely good this year. Then we got this guy. It's the old man who works in the cemetery. He always has a great garden, and if you can see over here, he pulled out all his beans and everything and tilled it, and he was going to put it in a fall garden. I think he's still going to. I don't know what he's putting in there. He could possibly put some more beans in there, or some lettuce or some broccoli or something that does really nice during the fall. This guy here, his name's Mario. Planted a bunch of stuff, so he's doing really good. He's from Cyprus, which is really cool. I get to meet some really awesome people up here. He's got a lot of tomatoes. Did some zucchini. He's got some great sunflowers up in here. Look at that. Those sunflowers are amazing he's got. I want to get some of those for next year. And I don't know these people, but I do know the deer like his corn, and pretty much just kind of got into everything there. Another empty plot, which if you guys are looking for a plot next year, there's got to be at least 4 or 5 open ones for this coming year. This is the girls' garden, Jennifer and her friend. They are doing a lot of tomatoes. They did a lot of Swiss chard and beans and stuff at the beginning of the season. So this whole thing was like full. at the beginning of the season. And you know, things run its course, so they're getting towards the end of their stuff and just starting to really focus on their peppers and their tomatoes. This lady, I don't know her, but she has a lot of tomatoes, and man, that's irritating, those alerts. Hold on, let me see if I can get rid of them. See if we can get rid of those alerts. Maybe that worked. Hold on, let's see. All right, good. Wait, am I still filming? Yes, still filming. Awesome. They did some squash, did a bunch of stuff. I seen them up here. They did that bean trellis out there, which I thought was really cool, but I don't think it really worked real well. Kind of like mine didn't work really well. This guy right here, he put a fence up because the deer kept getting in his corn, and he gave me some yellow, some bicolor, and some white corn last week that was like really good. And he's here all the time. He has an abundant amount of yellow squash and zucchini, and he normally will throw them out here on the road. When he gets too many, he can't eat and, you know, do anything with them besides get rid of them most of the time. Focus. Sorry, camera went a little dark. Got a nice pumpkin over here. This is the organic guy. He literally has had this. I've talked about him last year. Excuse me. He's had this plot for like 12 years, and he just continually brings nothing but like leaves and grass and all that stuff, and he just kind of cycles in that soil, and he just does a great job. He has zucchini that are the size of your arm and your forearm, like literally unbelievable. Looks like he got some of the wilt this year too as well. He doesn't seem to be as active this year, which is really strange because he's normally out here all the time, and I barely see him anymore. But yeah, look at those sunflowers, man. That is just, look at that. Those are so awesome. So cool. Got a ton of sunflowers this year. Last year, not a lot of people planted them, which was kind of a bummer because they bring in the birds, they bring in the butterflies, they bring in all the other kinds of bugs too as well, especially those pollinators. That's so cool. These people here, I like their little makeshift wood teepee thing that they did here, or lean-to, or what? No, teepee over there. That I don't know what they were trying to do with it, but they have been here, I think, a couple years, and they always do this, like, they'll plant stuff, enclose it, and then they don't weed, which is fine, right? Like, I think that's kind of what they go for. And it does this thing here where it just grows over with a bunch of weeds and stuff, and they just keep the areas that they pick from clean. Let's see, what else? Couple rows of corn. These guys just did all corn. I don't know who they are, but look at that. Here, let me see if we can take a look. The corn is looking good, and they've left it completely open, and it survived, and the deers haven't gotten it, so that's pretty good. Let's see what else we got going on over here. These guys just cleared out a bunch of their stuff. Oh, look, the rainbow char, and yeah, some good stuff they're growing there. They've been pulling off that stuff since June, if I'm not mistaken, or early July. Does really well. Looks like they pulled up a bunch of stuff and started doing some cleaning up. And then we got friends from high school, man. A couple I used to know from high school. Just so happened I ran into them, like, yeah, hey, we got a plot up here, and I saw them, I was like, I know you guys. So they did onions, and they did a lot of potatoes, which, God forbid I ever do them potatoes, because I just would lose my mind with the potato bugs we have up here. It's bad enough I have to deal with the squash bugs and the cucumber beetles. Those drive me crazy as it is. But they got tomatillas, whatever you want to call them. Peppers, a bunch of other stuff. Looks like they got some kale over there too. And then look at these guys, man. These are some heavyweight sunflowers. Like, they didn't grow tall, but man, they're big as round as, like, twice the size of my hand almost. And they got a lot of those little pie pumpkins that I hope to do something with. They did really well. But I'll tell you what, man, if you don't keep these things watered and you don't fight those bugs that we have out here, those squash bugs and those cucumber beetles, you're just going to have a bad day with those types of things. Anything in the nightshade family or the cubit family. Yeah, it's just, it's going to be a complete bummer. Oh, look at it. We have so many butterflies this year. Monarchs and a bunch of other ones that I don't have the slightest clue what they are. But I hope this thing isn't, I hope the video's not going to be choppy like this when I when I move the camera. It seems like it is. So I think that's the reason why I stopped using this DJI gimbal at the first bat, is that like it started getting choppy and it was really messing with the videos. So I'm going to turn this off because we're just going to be walking back. I'm going to do some deep watering on those sunflowers, and then some deep watering on some of the tomatoes. And I'll show you where we're at for this week and what we need to do for cleanup. And I think I've decided actually that we are not going to do a fall harvest, so I think I'll just clean up and just continue to throw grass clippings down on there, so that when they do the end till at the end of October, before the first frost, we'll get that all worked in, and then I'll start grabbing all the leaves from when the trees start falling and get those over in there too as well. But oh wait, hold on, we got some milkweed here. Milkweed, butterflies absolutely love milkweed, especially the monarchs. I wish more of this would grow. Like, I'm not a fan of how it looks or anything, but it definitely brings in all of the butterflies. All right, and let's see. I think that's it. We'll regroup here in a minute when we get back in the garden, okay?